and live it up, live it up. Don't let nobody.
Hi, so tonight's video is going to be story time with me on my experience moving to a new state and going to a new school. So I moved to Washington about a year ago, September 1st, 2017. So I was getting ready to graduate to get my associate degree, and in the beginning of the semester, that's when I kind of found out that I was moving to a new state. It's because my family was also moving. So finding that out, I was already in the process of like my transferring like process to like a university from my city, and like planning out like the classes I was gonna take, what I need to do to get into like my major. At the same time that was happening, that's when I actually found out I was moving, and so I had to apply to UW as a transfer student. And UW was actually one of my dream school that I actually wanted to go to in high school after I graduated, but I did not choose the path to go after high school, so I decided to go to a CC first. And so I applied for UW and didn't know like what the chances of that I was gonna get accepted to it. So it was merely a 50-50 chance. And so while I was going to school at the same time, I got a job interview. Like, it was a job that I saw myself working in and know that I was gonna be happy and loving doing it, and if that makes sense. And so I decided to go through with like the interview process, and also like knowing if I was gonna get accepted or like get the job and stuff or not. And at the same time I was wondering like, what am I gonna tell them, like if I land a job and then I tell them next that, oh, I'm actually moving, so I can't really accept the job. So I was like, my mind's already like jumbled up, and so everything was just piling up right now. And at this point it was like 2 months into the semester, and I was getting anticipated because I didn't get back from UW yet, um and I got like an email from the university that I was going to transfer to, like stating that I had like automatic admissions. You have this deadline to go through with it or not. So I was like, okay, but I didn't really like put my mind to it that much. And so like, because my mind was like into like finishing the semester first, trying to get like a 4.0 in all my classes, prepping for graduation, doing like my last like projects at the same time, and um just trying to process everything, and like all the other things that was like not hearing back from the school, and I was getting discouraged already. And at the same time I was like, what if I don't get in, like what am I gonna do? Because one thing about me is that school is like my life, and I love school. Like, no matter what like is going on in my life, like I'd rather be in school than to like deal with like outside life problems, basically. So already like April and still no letter. And at that point I was like, I just gave up, and I was like, well, this is obviously not gonna happen. I'm still moving though, but I'm not gonna get into the school that I was planning on transferring. And the whole entire time, before like even finding out that I was moving, like I had plans to do everything. You know, I had plans to like, oh, what basically my future consisted of, or what I thought my future was gonna be. But you know, everything happens for a reason, and we all have a purpose. You know, that we least expect it. And when May came, it was actually time for graduation, and it was actually also getting close to me moving. Same time, finding out that UW was already hosting orientations in school, and it's already in May, and I'm like, oh my god, like, yeah, this is not gonna happen for me, you know, like, I'm gonna totally miss everything, and I'm gonna just don't know what to do in my life. And so graduation came, it was done, and I'm still waiting for my letter. But towards the ending of May, that's when I actually received the letter that I got accepted to UW. And so when September came, I got here in Washington. Of course, like, it was very sad leaving all my friends behind, because I've, like, they're practically like my second family, basically, you know, like, we've known each other for so long, since high school, since middle school, and it's just, yeah. So that's actually one thing that I miss about moving, like, away from everybody. And so I got here, and I knew that moving to a new state and a new school is not going to be easy at all. Like, that was my intention. Like, I know that I was going to struggle. I know that I was going to face like difficulties and just want to give up everything, and um and that's what basically happened. And moving to when school started, you know, I was at ease. I liked all my classes, and at the same time, you still can feel lonely because you're in a new school, and of course, it's great that you like made friends with like people in your classes, but it's not the same when like you are at school, you know, and you see like your friends that you went to high school with, because you know, like, you see around campus that there's like different kinds of like circles of friends, you know, like, that's your circle, and that's like who you're with all the time, or who you make plans with. And and most of the time I was just basically independent, just doing. It seems like even though you're surrounded with people, you know, like, you like still feel lonely, and just adjusting to everything takes a lot of time. You know, like, I had to like get used to like the bus routes, the train routes, but I know that. And at the same time, like, I'm paying like out of state tuition too, so you know, it has like perks and cons of like what it's like just moving to like somewhere new that you're not like completely comfortable with yet. And I'm still like struggling in a sense, but I know that it's hard right now, and that it's going to just take some like a little more time. And sometimes I just wish that, you know, like, and sometimes I just wish that like things things might have like should have gone my way. But you know, sometimes like that's just not how life works. You know, you can't just have everything that you want. You can't just really like please yourself, because sometimes things change unexpectedly. And despite like the things that I'm going through, the things that I'm struggling with, the emotions that I feel, that I know that it's going to get better. And it's just the way of like life is like talking to me. So, but yeah, so thank you so much. It's kind of like emotional just even just talking about this, because like it's been a year, and so much happened within just 1 year, and it's crazy because, you know, like, despite all of that, you know, like, I'm still trying to like get myself together and just, yeah. So thank you so much. I hope that this wasn't really like a burden to watch. But yeah,
Don't let nobody bring you down. Just live it up. Just live it up. Don't let nobody bring you down.